Hey there, everyone. Jake Sirota here, and welcome back to Ranking Secrets from Authority Builders. Today, we're talking about something that's clearly happening, but most people don't really know how to influence. And that's how AI systems learn who your brand is and whether you're worth recommending to users or not. This isn't about ranking pages on Google, like traditional search engines, but it's about being recognized as the authority in your industry and chosen as the best option for your market. Whether you're ranking locally, nationally, or multinationally, this is extremely important. So make sure to like the video, subscribe, and let's break this down. Okay, so let's talk about what training AI for your brand actually means. Let's clear something up right away. You're not training the AI model itself. That's definitely not what's happening. But what you're doing is you're training the signals that those AI models learn from. AI systems don't just wake up and decide who's the expert. They absorb patterns from the web. They look for consistency, authority, repetition, and validation over time, not just from your website, but from third-party sources as well. So when we talk about AI, training AI to recognize and learn about your brand, what we really mean is this. Are you sending the same message everywhere? And are there other trusted sources backing it up so that this AI model can confidently recommend you to customers who might be looking for your solution in the market? That's what AI pays attention to. So let's dive a little deeper into the first signal that AI really prioritizes, and that's consistency across the web. The strongest signal that AI learns from in order to start picking up on patterns is consistency. It's not keywords, it's no keyword stuffing, it's not random PBN backlinks, it's consistency of your brand itself. Think your name, address, phone number, opening hours, all of these things are important. What you do, why you exist, these things matter if you're trying to get AI to understand what your business is. If your homepage says one thing, your about page says another thing, and your LinkedIn profile still has your old business name, well, AI models aren't going to confidently recommend you. So it's the same positioning, the same focus, and the same language everywhere is how you're actually going to get AI models to recommend your brand. Keep in mind that if AI is getting mixed signals from outdated business info on other websites and inconsistent backlinks or naming conventions, well, AI might just skip over your brand and recommend your competitor who has way better web presence. So here's a real-world brand example that I saw the other day. There was a traditionally affiliate website. They built their original business model by being an affiliate website, but they had since switched to being more e-commerce. Now, a lot of their organic traffic was still coming from the listicles and the things that they had when they were an affiliate website. But not only did they rebrand, but they kind of shifted focus whenever they changed the business model from an affiliate to an e-commerce model. And a lot of their old content was not updated. Now, that gave an opportunity for a new competitor to do things a little bit better and make sure that their consistency across the web was more tightened up than this specific website. And that allowed them to not only overtake them in the SERPs, but also whenever we asked multiple AI models about which brand they would recommend, the one with better traditional SEO but worse branding lost pretty much all of the time. So once we helped that client kind of reprioritize cleaning up their content and making things sound from a technical perspective, we saw that not only crawlers from search engines, but also AI models were able to navigate the website a lot better and started feeling more confident whenever recommending this brand to users. Now, let's talk about something that was very, very true these past couple of years in search engines and still remains true as we shift more towards optimizing for AI models. External validation, and that's getting backlinks and trusted brand mentions from reputable sources in your industry. AI isn't just looking for brands that talk about themselves. They're looking for editorial mentions, published podcasts, interviews, citations on local directories, guest blogs, interviews, white papers. All of these things is how you're going to build a brand and make a difference in your industry versus just optimizing a website for keywords. So if no one else references you, you look untrusted. This is why link building PR goes hand in hand when trying to build your authority online. So to put a pin in that point, backlinks are still extremely important. It's what makes up the web. It's how crawlers find new web pages. Links will always be important, but it's not for the same reason that it used to. It's not just for the link juice, it's for the consistency, it's for the brand equity, it's for the real business building that these AI models need to see in order to confidently recommend your brand to users. So now let's talk about this a little bit more from an SEO manager or a marketing agency's perspective. And if you're in SEO professionally or you work for a marketing agency, you've probably seen this shift happening for a while. You might have a client ranking well, but not showing up in AI answers at all, and they're wondering why. Well, it doesn't mean that your traditional SEO tactics failed. It means that you might need to be looking elsewhere in order to find opportunities to get your client found through these new means of information gathering. And what I mean by that is auditing how the brand appears next to its competitors and what your competitors are doing in terms of external linking, content cleanups, those other things that they might be employing that help them both from an SEO perspective, but also from an AI search perspective. Follow those things that work if your traditional strategies are no longer moving the needle like they used to. Okay, so if you don't know where to start and you're trying to figure out how AI is currently mentioning your brand, well, start simple. Use a tool like Ahrefs to check brand mentions. So you might be asking yourself, okay, well, how can I figure out how AI is recommending my brand, or if AI even knows I exist? Well, this is how to audit it yourself. Start simple. You can use a tool like Ahrefs to check brand mentions, citations, and even unlinked references. Look at where your brand is being talked about and how it's being described. Also, look at the competitors that you have and how their brands are being described. Ask yourself, is this matching what my business actually is? Is it consistent? Is it credible? If the answer is no, then that's your opportunity to redo content, to reach out, to establish your credibility, and use that as an opportunity to get recommended over your competitors. Now, if you want a second pair of eyes on this, it's important to remember that our team at Authority Builders offers free reviews of your brand mentions compared to your competitors. We'll take a look at your traditional search traffic and also how your brand is being positioned in AI-driven results. So no pitch, just a real look at where you're at versus your competitors. We'll give you some tips, and you can always talk to us about what we can do to help establish your brand and overtake your competitors in, again, traditional search and getting mentioned in AI models. Okay. Alrighty, let's do a quick recap for this week's portion of 60 seconds of SEO. So remember, you don't train AI, you're training signals and you're training the web about your brand so that AI can learn about your brand. But you're definitely not training the actual AI model. And remember, whenever you're training these signals, consistency is what actually builds trust. Also, authority coming from external sources is how AI can further trust your brand. And also, if you're still chasing old tactics like stuffing keywords and creating tons and tons of content at scale, well, it might be a good idea to take a step back, reevaluate your strategies, and see if you can adjust your traditional SEO strategies to make your brand recommended more in AI answers. All right, that just about does it for this week's episode of Ranking Secrets from Authority Builders. And remember, if you want AI to recognize your brand as an authority, stop chasing tricks and start reinforcing who your brand actually is all across the web so that your brand and AI models and traditional crawlers can understand that you're a business that's worth recommending. So drop a comment, tell me what signal you're going after first when it comes to auditing for AI models. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep building that real authority. Cheers.